Alright guys, with 1 week past, this is the beginning of the time where I used to struggle the most. The second week has started. But this time, there's a difference. I am actively working with this challenge every day to provide this content. I feel like this makes it harder, but also easier for me. During the first week, I have felt less comfortable with abstaining than in the past. Any sort of trigger had a stronger impact on me and I was facing a lot of urges already. But on the other hand, I feel like I could never relapse at the moment. Overconfidence is also dangerous, so I will keep my guard up. But this channel gives me such a strong sense of purpose, for which I feel like no short-term pleasure will be enough to make me fall. I am fully channeling my new energy in this, and sometimes lose myself whilst writing these scripts in the idea which brought me here in the first place. Purpose is what will keep us going. I have already told you that participating in NNN doesn't mean to abstain from reproductive activities for the rest of your life. NNN is just a challenge which can help you start this journey of improving your life or getting rid of this addiction, whatever motivation brought you here. 30 days of full celibacy can give you a great new outlook on life, whether you are addicted to adult films or not. This full celibacy is equal to semen retention, which is exactly what it says. This is a practice which promises to create a completely new version of yourself and is commonly associated with monks. As said before, reproduction is a rudimentary human need, and therefore abstaining from this for a long time can be considered a stressor. This in turn would force you to find enough resources to get through this journey, which would explain the life-changing properties of this practice. Man, I just love when theories can be applied onto things which they weren't even supposed to explain. Anyways, considering the state of the world, and especially Western society, I would consider any further stressor to be difficult to handle for a lot of people. The other possible practice associated with abstaining from adult films is NoFap. NoFap just means to abstain from any sort of fappening, but allows for any activities including a partner. A lot of people partake in NNN with the goal of opening themselves up for a healthy relationship, which would then make any fappening unnecessary. This is the route I would recommend for most people who are not interested in any spiritual quantities. NNN was and will always be a 1-month semen retention challenge. For a lot of people, this is their way out of a life-destroying addiction, and I would ask anyone in whose footsteps they follow to stand in solidarity and challenge themselves again every year. But for the sake of the addiction, there is more to it than just semen retention. To fight this addiction, be it in NNN or after that, abstaining from adult films is an obvious one, but also abstaining from edging would be a rule to follow. If you should experience wet dreams, they do not count as a relapse, even though they might feel like it sometimes. Be aware that on days after a wet dream, urges might be stronger, so keep your guard up. But the most important rule of all is to never give up. Relapsing is considered to be part of the way out of every addiction. I have had an internship in an alcohol rehab clinic during my studies, and relapsing was considered to be a normal occurrence and was worked up properly. So for the sake of your life, do not give up. Even if you relapse multiple times and stay on this addiction for weeks again, just try to get to 30 days once, and you will see what this can give you. If you experience this clarity of mind and this energy just once, this perspective might be ingrained in your mind forever and will always give you something to pursue. To go even further with this, finding a purpose will be the key to success. But for that, you will need to rewire your reward system, which I talked about in my last videos. I will talk about the relevance of purpose in the next video. Until then, be proud of how far you have come, especially mindset-wise. You have proven to have a strong mind, and first benefits will be felt soon, if not already. Stay strong.